Hey, hi, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, and obviously today I'm talking about TikTok, or the incoming loss of TikTok. So if you didn't know, here in the good old whack ass, very divided states of America, our government's officials are like, TikTok ban is going ahead. I'm recording this December 16th, and apparently they filed like an emergency motion, but I don't know if that's going to do anything. So essentially, I think it's the day before the inauguration in January. So I think come January 19th, they want to ban TikTok. The day before the inauguration. That's wild. In the United States, of course. So if that, it doesn't mean it'd be taken off of people's phones, but that it would be deleted, wiped from the app stores. And currently, of course, as I'm recording this, that is the solution if TikTok does not sell to a US company, and I hope they don't. I would rather go without TikTok than have them sell to a US company, because you know that more than likely it would be Meta, Mark Zuckerberg and his ass. So that's where we are. Although I don't make book talk content, I am a lover of TikTok, and I was late, okay? I didn't join the Clock app till 2022. I was a hater. I didn't want to do it, and then I became addicted. And I know people that have their qualms with TikTok. It's not perfect. Capitalism is doing its big one on there, especially consumerism. You know, there are flaws, there are negatives, but that is the best social media app right now. Twitter used to be my favorite, and then we see what happened to that when that crusty thing took over. And her mama named it Twitter, I'm gonna call it Twitter. So I know there's Blue Sky now, but still, Twitter used to be elite, was my favorite. I loved Instagram, I don't know, circa 2012, 2013, the good old days when people just posted stuff to post it because you were just sharing it with your friends and family that you followed, and you saw their stuff and you're like, ooh, look what they ate today. Ooh, look at that sunset. And now Instagram is very, I just watch stories on Instagram. Facebook, what? No, thank you. And I still have Tumblr, but Tumblr's not the same anymore. I don't use Snapchat. So yes, TikTok is my favorite social media. And I, even as a person who doesn't create book content on TikTok, have seen a couple conversations or questions about what this means for publishing, for bookish content. And so I have a few things. I don't really have notes because you know me, I just yap. But obviously here I am on YouTube or BookTube. There also is still Instagram. I don't post bookish content there really. I mean, I post about my videos. I rarely like make posts like reviewing a book or something. I know some people really do. They've built really popular Bookstagram accounts. That's not me. But besides where the content's gonna go. So obviously people I know are either gonna go to Instagram or they're gonna come to YouTube. I've seen some people talk about like YouTube Shorts, even though YouTube Shorts, sorry, YouTube, they're terrible, they're trash. Even just like the interface is terrible. Instagram Reels, garbage, okay? TikTok is elite with both their recording, their editing, and just the user, what is it, the UX, like the user experience in using TikTok is superior to Reels or to Shorts. I'm so sorry, that's just the truth. So for content creators, you know, I'm sure there are going to be some who just are like, this was fun, I'm done. Maybe some people return to blogging, like, I don't know. But then Instagram, some people come to YouTube. I'm not here to be like, you can't come to YouTube easily. It's so much hard work. It is different than TikTok. But I saw a post and was recommended a book that I want to read called Filter World, I believe, that was saying since we're losing a major social media platform, that we're going to get a lot of content on these other ones. And some people, not all, are really just going to be trying to find the content that goes viral, that gets a lot of views. So it's not necessarily that the content that we're going to be getting is going to be necessarily amazing. We just may be getting a lot of content, and a lot of it may be terrible, because things that go viral are not necessarily high quality content. So if we're talking about any of my concerns, I guess I would hope that it would benefit myself and other people who make booktube videos, that people are watching more content here because they don't have TikTok. But also, I mean, I guess you can say nervous for, you know, not like there's a new booktuber every day, and it's not like I'm some major person whose views are threatened. I have my loyal people who watch them. Sometimes I get some extra ones, and I'm appreciative of that. So, like, I'm not going to say that the booktube sphere is going to become oversaturated, because people start channels every day. It doesn't mean they always continue. And some people who've been making videos for a long time, they stop making videos. So it's just like this ebb and flow. But it will be interesting to see what happens, and if it is people making full-length YouTube videos, or if it's just like shorts, and maybe with the increased amount of people, not just book talk coming to YouTube, or just increased amount of people, maybe YouTube would actually improve their shorts. Who knows? But another question, I think, is how does this affect publishing? And I think it definitely could have a negative impact on new authors, especially if you are an indie author, because TikTok has been a great way for authors to promote themselves. And since I've talked ad nauseum on this channel about how trifling publishing is, how they don't like to pay people, we know that a lot of publishers expect authors to have or build a social media following in order to market themselves, because why would the publisher help you do that? So that's definitely going to take away some of that, because it's very easy to go viral on TikTok, even unintentionally, and not even 1 million, just like 100,000, 50,000. That's a lot of eyes on a TikTok, and then you're promoting your work. Instagram is so fucking hard to get a reach. Even if you have followers, it's so hard for them to even see your content that their algorithm is just so lame. And same on YouTube, definitely harder to have some video that just takes off and a lot of people see it, because the great thing about TikTok is the main page is like for your FYP. You don't have to be following those people. So you just may come across this video and you're like, wow, I'm really interested in that. I want to read this book. So I definitely think that's negatively going to impact authors. And obviously, this is going to negatively impact a lot of people, because there's a lot of small businesses ran through TikTok, but I'm just focusing on books. But yeah, negatively impact authors, especially the ones who are smaller or newer. Maybe they did get traditionally published, but they didn't get a large advance, or they're not getting marketing behind them and they kind of have to do that themselves. Or if they're self-published, or like an indie press, that's definitely gonna hurt them. Cause yeah, I've just heard about all kinds of books that I probably wouldn't have heard about. Now, as with reading, and then even to add to that, even with authors promoting themselves, then you have the readers, right? So like the author promotes their book, let's say, and then a reader comes across it, or for just a reader comes across a book and they make a viral video. They're sharing one line. You remember when first book talk was like blowing up, I think 2020, and they were crying about books, and like books that had come out 10 years ago were now being back on like the bestseller list, like the Song of Achilles, because people were like expressing all these emotions. Their video goes viral, it gets in front of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. And these people are like, I want to pick up this book. Wow, I should get back into reading. And so it'll be interesting. I'm not trying to say like TikTok is the reason so many more people are reading. I think it's fair to say it has, since especially 2020, encouraged more people to read. And we don't have to talk about what they're reading. We're just gonna be happy they're reading. So it'd be interesting if the TikTok ban does go through, and then someone is looking at the numbers and seeing like, I feel like it's harder to track how many people are reading. You probably have to just go off sales, and sales don't necessarily equate to people reading the book. But I wonder if anyone will do something like a year post the TikTok ban and these numbers are down, because it just, you can't lie that it has had a positive effect on publishing. Maybe not all positive, because y'all know that I think that publishing needs to slow down. We need more time. The books need more time. They need developmental edits. Publishing needs to pay people so they can take their time to do these things. I feel as book talk rose in popularity, it seemed like books were just like being popped out. Now we have romantasy. So both a positive and maybe a little negative with book talk. So again, it'll just be interesting to see what happens there. And obviously it has created a lot of readers, and I hope that people would keep reading and they don't just like read a book to talk about it on TikTok. But who knows? I'm sure somebody does that, and people do that in all kinds of niches. You know, they're like, ooh, I'm just buying skincare to talk about it. I'm buying makeup to talk about it. But so about publishing, yeah, I'm wondering if numbers, just like sales in general, are going to go down. I think that it's negatively going to impact smaller authors. Obviously, if anyone has built their platform to a place where they were in the creator fund and they made money from that, that's going to be a negative impact. I think also about the creators through the bindery program, but I know that they have like, it's kind of almost like their Patreon things. I know they can like post their content there, but again, just really anything where you needed to market it or, you know, stay visible, stay in people's minds is there's going to be a negative effect from that, because these other algorithms are not comparable to what TikTok's is. So it's just going to be really interesting. I think, unfortunately, it's going to lead again or go back to what it was before, where it was a lot harder for, you know, marginalized people or people who didn't have the money to get into publishing or get sales. Just being a newer author on the scene, I think it's just going to be more difficult. The book community is not only TikTok, so it still will thrive. I know that there are apps like Fable, I mentioned in my in and out video, that I have heard of. I haven't used yet, but apparently you can use it as a reading tracker. But also there are like virtual book clubs that you can join, so that's a way. Obviously people still use Goodreads as kind of a social way. And then obviously this still exists, Instagram, but it's obviously going to be different than TikTok. Some people still do write blogs. I know some people are active in authors groups on Facebook. So it's like the bookish community will exist. It will live on, just won't be on the best app. Also, I just want to say that there was a video and someone was talking about Bookstagram being the ghetto, because it is, because Instagram is the ghetto. And someone was like, someone commented, maybe we can try to build BookTube into something. At least it would be actual videos. I was like, but we're here. We've been here. And I'm still really, you know, I mean, I guess I have, in June it'll be 5 years, so I'm not a newbie, but there have been people here over a decade. What do you mean try to build BookTube into something? I'm offended. This said, I've been over there. It's not terrible, and most people already put old TikToks on YouTube anyway. Plus it would be much easier than learning on a whole new app. So maybe they're talking about shorts and not YouTube, but I'm like, this one said it was a thing, a very big thing. Then the rest of social media happened. Do it again. No, but it's been here the whole time. But so that comment, I was like, I felt very like, get off my lawn, don't come over here. Like, very, you know, but whatever. But again, the interaction on different platforms is not going to be the same. So I'm sad. Again, I wanted to chat about this to see what you thought. Like your thoughts. Are there any other effects to books or authors, bookish content, publishing that you think the ban will have? Because because I would love to know your thoughts. And also, I just want to whine about it. I love TikTok so much. Do you know how many collections I have? Okay. I have cooking recipes, but then I have baking. But then I have like cocktails. Actually, it says beverages for a beverage goblet. Like I have so many folders, so many saved videos. And they're just gonna take it from me like I'm not okay. So anyway, please let me know your thoughts in the comments. And also, do you think it's gonna happen? Do you think that TikTok at the last minute will sell to a US company, or there'll be some Hail Mary and it'll get to stay? Tell me. But that's it. Just a little yap. Thanks for watching. Stay blessed, hydrated, moisturized, and sunscreen. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.